how'd you get here?
So we're kind of at a weird point in Shattuck Gens, alright? Because this is the open world section. I've seen some minor complaints about this, but the general consensus is that it seems to be better than the way that Sonic Frontiers did its open world. And I don't really know where I kind of lie on that, because I think it is designed in a very similar way to how Sonic Frontiers was designed. I know, no shit, but like, genuinely, I don't see how much has changed other than the fact that the aesthetic is a little bit different. If anything, the rewards for exploration are even less and even worse than they were in Sonic Frontiers, so exploring just kind of feels a little bit pointless in some scenarios. Like, you get these things, which I actually don't know what they do yet, because I haven't found that out in my own file, but don't crucify me for that. Fuck, I can't speak! And then you also get this. It's just art and music and things like that, and that's awesome, that's great. Just like OG Gens, I have no issue with that. But at a certain point, you know, you're kind of like, how much do I really need these right now? Like, for 100%, yeah, it's fun, it's cute. I want to do it because I really like the game, but how much do I, like, really need it? Like, how much do I really need it? All of this to say that I will be cutting up the open world sections pretty heavily, because realistically, you are not missing much. On my own time, I'm going to pick up 100% of the things in the open world, and I'll show those off in its own video, probably. But as of right now, a lot of the really interesting platforming challenges and fun content for this experience comes from completely different things, and the open world just serves as a kind of form of hub world that you can mess around in a little bit, and kind of learn to move the character around a little bit better. That's really what it's best for, especially when you start unlocking a lot of these other abilities. Oh, by the way, I should probably say I have beaten the game at this point, so I've beaten all of the baseline content. That's, just so you know that I know what I'm talking about a little bit at least.
But, enough about that. Because we're in for some good content, boys. Let's hop into it.
Oh my god, when this started playing, bro, when this music started, when I started playing this level, I knew that I wasn't in for something okay. I wasn't in for another Frontiers where, yes, the game is really fun, but you have to buttress all of this really good content, all of these amazing things with, well, yeah, but also, there's some extra bullshit in the mix there. No. No Starfall, no nothing. This is perfect. This is how I knew I was in for a Sonic experience that you could throw at literally anybody and say, yes, this is a game that is worth your time. I fucking love this stage more than anything. And also, oh my god, meter management in this game, I haven't talked about this yet, it's so fucking cool, because not only do you have to worry about the chaos control meter, that's there as well, the boost drains pretty quickly, so at the end of the day, you also have to worry about the boost a little bit, and chaos control builds back the boost when you use it, so then, oh, it's fucking awesome. It's so awesome the way that you control meter, the way that you kind of look at these things and you can say, yeah, I'll use chaos control here, one, to save time, but two, to also build up my boost again, because I want to use boost in this section, or X, Y, and Z reason. All reasons are valid, but holy shit, dude. And then this right here, bro, I didn't even know this existed, and there's also a little chaos control thing I could have gone into if I really cared about it. I think it's a little slower than the path I just took. Unsure? Oh my god. Wait, okay, I have something I do really want to talk about. One, this is fucking awesome. This cutscene, oh my god, I don't think I'm ever gonna get sick of seeing this shit. It's so cool. God, they made Shadow badass, man. I'm a bit of a Sonic fanboy, not specifically for Sonic games overall. I more so mean for the character Sonic. I love Sonic as a character, and he's probably my favorite Sonic character, but they really made me like Shadow with this, man. Like, they really made me like Shadow. There's just something about this experience and how fucking badass he is, man. It's so awesome. It's so... I love this game. This game is so fucking good, man. If you haven't figured it out, if you have not figured it out already, I swear I can talk. I'm just a little excited. This game is good. All of the 9s out of 10s, the fucking 8.5 out of 10s, whatever, none of them were lying. Not a single one of them were lying. They were on point. IGN liking this game wasn't a fucking fluke or a glitch in the Matrix algorithm, whatever. No. It's just a good fucking game. And I was talking about this with my buddy. Dude, when you recommended Frontiers to someone, you had to, again, buttress it with so much bullshit. Like, hey, yeah, this is a really fucking fun game. It's really cool. You should definitely check it out. But there's all this extra bullshit on the side that you might want to be worried about. Like, yeah, it's a little glitchy every once in a while. And yeah, the game can have some issues where, like, maybe if you don't like the open world, you're not gonna love everything. And yeah, cyberspace can be a little dog shit sometimes, depending on the stage that you're playing. Nothing here, bro. None of that here. It's just fucking good all around. We are so goddamn lucky, Sonic gamers. How did that even happen? That has not happened to me before. I didn't press the jump button. I just switched rails. I haven't seen that yet. We're finding new glitches as we go. Oh my god, these levels are meaty too. I'm usually not a big fan of more meaty Sonic levels. I know that sounds like kind of a hot take coming off of the Frontiers and Forces pipeline, where they really fed you these super dog shit, not particularly long or interesting linear levels. However, I think there is a really good mix that a lot of people need to find in these games where, yes, you, one, have nice meaty levels, but also you don't make them too meaty, where you're kind of throwing your head against the wall for a really long time. Like a solid 5-6 minutes is where it's kind of pushing it, right? But for this game, I think the addition of the cutscenes honestly breaks up the flow enough to the point where you are not doing really breakneck high-speed platforming constantly for so long that it becomes mentally exhausting. Does that make sense? So, like, the fact that you have these little segments that break everything up and make these levels a little bit realistically, the amount of time you have to have your hand on the controller is shorter than the amount of time you'd have to have your hand on the controller in, like, let's say, Sonic Omens is a good example. Those levels were really, really long. So it's just, I think, overall a better experience for that alone. And I think that is what really makes the content work, even though it is kind of on the longer side of something that I'm personally used to. And I honestly think that's why people like it in general, man. It's cool, it's badass, but also you still play the level for a decent amount of time because the stages are so long, and it's just fucking, it's fun. At the end of the day, I think what really matters is that the content here is solid, the content here is fun. These levels are fucking awesome. I've seen a bunch of videos cropping up with 2D stages being like, hey, this is actually probably one of the best stages I have played in Sonic ever. And it's like, holy shit, man. This is a magical time to be alive as a Sonic fan. We are existing in an era where no longer are we the laughingstock of the gaming community. No longer are we getting a fucking Moist Critical, you should end your life segment, you know. we get Moist Critical, yeah, this game's pretty good. Isn't that fucking awesome? Isn't it so good to be a Sonic fan right now? Oh my god. We're up. We're up is what I'm trying to say. By the way, these two levels, I think, are amazing. Because I was having a lot of fun with the arc. But I was blown away with how fucking fun the gameplay was. But I wasn't like, oh my god, this is one of the best Sonic games I've ever played. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, they're reaching up to the heights of generations. This is fun. This is amazing. When I got to this level, I was like, wait, these two stages alone might be more fun than some of the stages in Generations. I think I'm starting to fall in love, and this is just where the conversion happened. It's where the conversion happened, and I found myself just fucking fiending, scratching my arms like I'm a crack addict, wanting more, because I was like, no. You're telling me there's more content here that I can. You're telling me they made Sunset Heights cool? No. You're telling me they made Chaos Island really, really fucking dope as a linear level? No. Stop lying to me. I know you're lying. Don't fucking lie to me. They did it. Guys, they fucking did it. I don't know how they did it, but they fucking did it. And we're so back. Oh, we are so back. Let me take a second to breathe to myself. So part of the reason I'm not really exploring super heavily right now is because despite the fact that you can collect all of the items that you're going to want, those 3 little shit MacGuffins that I'm collecting, despite the fact that you can get those in a single perfect run of these stages, there are missions in this game, just like the baseline original Sonic gens, and some of these chests that are locked around here that need you to collect things, yeah, they need you to collect the shit from the missions, so like that's fine. But it does kind of disincentivize you from exploring these areas in full until you actually have finished all of the levels. So it's kind of like a, hey, run through all this shit first, and then you can come do everything else later, if that makes sense. I don't know if I got something wrong, and that's, like, not necessarily true, and that gameplay loop is different than I'm making it out to be. There's always the potential, because there's kind of a lot of shit going on here, but, you know, that's the kind of TLDR that I got from playing this early section. Oh, I forgot, hey. These guys are here. When I saw them, I was actually like, no way. They're back, my beloved. My beloved, they killed you for Frontiers, but they brought you back. I don't really get the Orbot and Cubot hate. By the way, this is what the little nuts are for. I don't know what this shit does yet, but I'm gonna fucking find out, man. But yeah, I don't really understand the hate for Orbot and Cubot. It's not something that I personally, like, I like them. I guess it's because I grew up with colors, so obviously I'm gonna like them. They're characters that I knew in my childhood, but I don't know, man. Like, there's some wild hate for it, and like, yeah, whatever, they existed in the Pontac and Graph, Sonic Fan 9/11 era. Like, I get it. But fuck, dude, they're fine. Oh my god, that image was making the rounds on Twitter, by the way. The "you can't be happy" shadow image. Oh, I love that. So there's actually some really cool shit that goes on in these open areas, like this stuff right here. There's fun platforming challenges, and I think these kind of like big areas that are important to the story have a lot of cool shit going on. But when it comes down to the areas that surround the levels, right, which is where you're gonna be spending a lot of your time, it is very Frontiers-esque, and I don't have a problem with that. I've gone on record saying, and will say again, I really like the Frontiers gameplay loop, and I actually enjoy the gameplay that you get from that, and the gameplay you get from the open world. So I think it's cool, I think it's great, but I think this is genuinely a step up. And I've also, oh my god, I don't know if this is bullshit, if this is fake news, but I heard, a little birdie told me, that actually, this wasn't even designed by Sega's main full Sonic team. I heard this was designed by a tiny little sect of Sonic team. So there's an entire team working on Sonic Frontiers 2, and then there was the team that worked on this. I don't know how true that is. Could be a bunch of fucking malarkey. But if it is true, we are so back, and they better listen to that team that made this fucking game, because it is so goddamn good. Alright, so I want to tell you a little bit about my plan for this playthrough. My goal is to get every single little shit MacGuffin they have in these levels, as well as every single S rank. I won't be getting everything in the open world. I won't be doing all of that content, because there's a lot. I genuinely didn't realize how much there was until I got into the latter half of this, but there is a fucking bunch of content, and it's really interesting. There's like little mini challenges, where you can collect X number of rings or whatever, and it's really cool shit. And there's a bunch of that in the open world. I don't know if I want to focus on a lot of that for this playthrough specifically, just because that it's a bunch of like, I don't want to say nothing content, because it's not nothing content, but it is a lot of content that I don't think adds anything particularly crazy to the experience. Does that make sense? I think there's a lot of room for enjoyment outside of that, and we're gonna get plenty of content in those ways, but we don't need to go out of our way to collect like every single music note and do whatever. Like, I think the main content is here, and it's in the missions, it's in the levels, and that's where you're gonna get a lot of playtime from. And while there is extra cool, awesome stuff that you can do to get these little collectibles, it's not the biggest takeaway for me, so I'm not going to be doing a lot of that. That said, I am going to be streaming live my 100% completion file on this channel, so you guys should like and subscribe and do all that jazz. Whatever the big YouTubers say, where they say,
Please, you have to like my content, or else I'm going to die because I don't have any content. I have no money. I'm dead. I'm dying. Whatever.
I don't know. By the way, this is really cool. I like the idea of having these these rings that don't appear until after you've gone through other rings. It's kind of a cute little way of doing puzzle shit. And by the way, oh my god, when I initially saw the fact that we were getting these missions, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be just like, honestly, the tiny little sections from Sonic Forces, where they let you unlock these really dog shit levels for completing I'm gonna be right back because I really want that collectible. So as I was saying, there's kind of this idea in the back of my head where I was like, oh shit, these mission levels are gonna turn out exactly like the little extra bullshit levels that you get in Forces, where they're just really not that cool. And I was kind of scared when I saw it. I was gonna be like, oh, okay, we have the cool main levels, but then we also have this. Luckily, I could not have been more wrong, because these mission levels actually do feel like they add something substantive to the game, and they're worth doing. Getting all of the S ranks in this shit was so fun. In fact, I already got all of the S ranks in my own playthrough on my own time. I got every single S rank. I got the untouchable achievement, or whatever it's called, and then I got the ultimate life form achievement, which was for getting all the S ranks. So all S ranks in the boss fights, all S ranks in the actual stages. The boss fights are really cool in this game, by the way. I don't want to kind of blow my load too early and talk about them without actually, you know, getting to the boss fights. But the point is, they're really cool.
Unlike that run you just saw, please pretend that didn't happen. Okay, alright, moving on.
As I was saying before I went off on my crazy tangent, there is so much cool content to be had with these specific missions, and the missions that you get from literally every single stage in the game. It's so worth your time. And then, oh my god, this little homing attack section right here, where you go off of the beaten path, technically beaten path, it's not just a fucking homing attack chain anymore. No, no, no. There's value in stopping and just going a little bit slower and making sure that you get all those ring capsules by going on the alternate pathway. Technically, I guess you can count that as an alternate pathway. It's fucking cool. It's the TLDR. Got that. I missed the middle one? Oh wait, I think I know where that is. All right, we're gonna go back to it, but we got the S rank and we got 2 of them. That's all that matters. If I don't get all the shit MacGuffins, I'm at least going to get the S rank. Another nice little feature about this is that if you collect something, it stays collected unless you press retry stage. Why did I think that was a good idea? Anyways, the point is, you can collect this and then fail the mission, so I don't even have to worry about collecting the coins. I just have to get to the end, and then I can return to white space, and that will count. And that made 100% completion so much better than I thought it was gonna be, because I was like, I really don't want to have to do this shit all over again. I don't want to have to deal with it. I don't want to collect the rings. Please, Daddy, stop making me collect the rings. I don't want to do it anymore. I want to do it one time and then fail and then get the fuck out of here and still have it collected. It's just so nice. It's so nice. The quality of life features on this shit, god damn, through the roof. Through the goddamn roof. This shit is so fun. Oh my god, I'm in love. We're not going to do all of these missions today, because there are a few more that, fun fact, have appeared next to the last level we did. Ooh! So cool, so neat! But I am just kind of lazy, and I don't want to do those in that episode, and also I don't want to make like a 30-minute long episode, because no one wants to watch them shits. So that's the TLDR. That's me saying we're going to take it a little bit slower this time. So, oh my god, there's some really cool shit you can do here, by the way. So up here, all right, that right there, that's another path. That's another fucking path. We are so up, gamers. The fact that there's just a little another path that opens up if you fucking dick around enough. Oh my god. Oh my god. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. And this right here. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Something else I also really like about this, the little shit MacGuffin collectibles, is that we are in a situation where, as long as you are staying, you know, pretty high up on the top route, you should generally be fine. How did I miss one? Where did I miss? And I got, no. And I got an A rank? No. No. Okay, I got it this time. It was on a rail. You guys probably saw it and they're yelling at me. Whatever, we're done. We got it. We got the S rank. Who cares? So, I really like the situation we're in, where the collectibles that you can get are completely and totally on the upper pathways. You really don't have to explore too much to find the little shit MacGuffins you have to get, and I really like that because it incentivizes really good play, and getting on the upper pathway is not as simple as it sounds. It's not just playing well, it's looking and exploring, and it's so good. It's so good. But I'm gonna leave it there for right now. We have a few more missions to do. but we'll get to them. I have something a little spicy to talk about for next time, so I do wanna save that. But TLDR, fucking love this game. Please just buy it. Stop watching this playthrough, not before you like and subscribe, and then go buy it, please. Holy shit.